10 celebrities with weird body deformities you can't imagine.
I'll take my mask off if you take your mask off, you son of a bitch.
Did you know some of Hollywood's biggest stars have body deformities that might shock you? From missing fingers to mismatched eyes, these quirks are more than just physical traits. They're part of the stories that made them unforgettable. What if I told you these imperfections actually helped shape their careers and inspire millions? Stay tuned, because we're uncovering 10 celebrities with weird body deformities and the surprising truths behind them. Daryl Hannah, a missing finger that never halted her Hollywood ascent.
Hence its handle, Death Incarnate. Pretty cool, huh?
Daryl Hannah, a celebrated actress best known for her roles in Blade Runner, Splash and Kill Bill, has a distinctive physical characteristic. She is missing 2 segments of her left index finger. This unique trait resulted from a traumatic elevator accident when she was just 3 years old. While playing at her grandmother's house, young Daryl got her finger caught in the machinery of an elevator. The accident left her with severe injuries, and doctors had no choice but to amputate part of her finger. Recalling the incident later in life, Hannah described it as a terrifying experience, marked by excruciating pain and confusion. Despite the trauma, she reflects on how fortunate she was that the injury wasn't worse. Over time, she's come to see her imperfection not as a flaw, but as part of her story. Early in her acting career, Hannah took steps to hide her missing finger, fearing it might detract from her roles or distract audiences. She often used gloves, strategically placed props, or long sleeves to conceal her hand during on-screen appearances. For example, in her breakout role as the replicant Pris in Blade Runner, creative camera angles and costume choices subtly disguised the absent finger. As her career flourished, Hannah began embracing her difference more openly, especially in her personal life. "We all have something that makes us unique," she once remarked. "Mine just happens to be visible." Over time, she transformed what might have been perceived as a vulnerability into a symbol of resilience and authenticity. Interestingly, her missing finger hasn't stopped her from participating in activities that require dexterity, such as playing the guitar and engaging in hands-on environmental activism. Hannah is a passionate advocate for sustainable living and frequently participates in initiatives to combat climate change. Her willingness to put herself on the front lines of activism mirrors the boldness with which she has approached her acting career and her journey of self-acceptance. Fans have praised Hannah not only for her talent, but also for her inspiring attitude toward her physical imperfection. For many, she serves as a reminder that embracing one's flaws can be empowering. Even in her 60s, she continues to challenge conventions in Hollywood, a space often obsessed with perfection. As an actress, Hannah has proven that her missing finger is a minor detail in the broader tapestry of her talent, beauty, and activism. From fighting on-screen villains in Kill Bill to fighting for the environment, she has shown that resilience and self-acceptance are truly what make a person whole. Karolina Cova, the supermodel without a belly button. Karolina Cova, a Czech supermodel renowned for gracing the runways of Victoria's Secret and appearing on the covers of countless fashion magazines, is distinguished by a rare physical anomaly. She lacks a fully formed belly button. This feature is so unique that it has sparked widespread curiosity and intrigue, setting her apart in the world of high fashion. Cova's missing belly button is the result of a surgery she underwent as an infant to correct an umbilical hernia. This condition occurs when part of the intestine protrudes through a weakness in the abdominal muscles near the navel. The surgical procedure, while life-saving, left her with only a small indentation where a typical belly button would be. In the hyper-visual world of modeling, where every detail is scrutinized, Cova's lack of a belly button could have been seen as a flaw. Instead, she embraced her difference and rose to become one of the most sought-after supermodels of her generation. During photo shoots, her unusual navel is often digitally altered to appear more conventional, a practice that has fueled curiosity among fans and media alike. "People ask me about it all the time," Cova shared in an interview, adding that she has learned to take the attention in stride. Her unique trait has never hindered her career. In fact, it has added to her mystique. As a Victoria's Secret angel, Cova became one of the faces of the brand, walking in their iconic fashion shows and representing an ideal of beauty that transcends physical norms. She has also worked with major designers like Chanel, Versace, and Dior, proving that her talent and presence far outweigh any perceived imperfection. Cova has often used her platform to promote body positivity and self-acceptance, encouraging others to embrace what makes them different. "Beauty isn't about being perfect," she once said. It's about being confident in who you are. Her openness about her missing belly button has inspired many fans who feel self-conscious about their own physical differences. Beyond modeling, Cova has ventured into acting and philanthropy. She is a passionate advocate for children's health and wellness, supporting initiatives to combat childhood obesity and promote physical activity. Her work in these areas reflects the resilience and grace with which she approaches life. Karolina Cova's career is a testament to the idea that individuality is an asset. By embracing her unique feature, she has redefined beauty standards and demonstrated that confidence and talent are the true markers of success. In a world often obsessed with perfection, Cova proves that it's our differences that make us truly extraordinary. Tilda Swinton, the Hollywood star with naturally missing eyebrows. Tilda Swinton, known for her ethereal beauty and chameleon-like ability to transform into any character, has a striking facial feature that sets her apart. She naturally lacks eyebrows. This unique characteristic, along with her angular features and pale complexion, has made her one of the most recognizable and unconventional stars in Hollywood. Born Catherine Matilda Swinton in London in 1960, Tilda's missing eyebrows are not the result of an accident or condition, but simply a natural genetic anomaly. While most people have prominent eyebrows that frame their faces, Swinton's lack of them gives her a distinctive and otherworldly appearance. This unusual trait has become a defining aspect of her image, perfectly complementing her avant-garde style and the boundary-pushing roles she often takes on. Swinton's eyebrowless look has been a subject of fascination throughout her career. She first gained widespread recognition for her role in Orlando, 1992, a film based on Virginia Woolf's novel where she played a gender-fluid character who seamlessly transitions between male and female identities. Her unique appearance made her the perfect fit for such an unconventional role, and her lack of eyebrows added to the androgynous mystique. The absence of eyebrows hasn't been a hindrance to her career. In fact, it has often been celebrated. Designers and makeup artists in the fashion and film industries see Swinton as a blank canvas, allowing them to experiment with bold looks that wouldn't work on more conventional faces. For instance, in Doctor Strange, 2016, her portrayal of the Ancient One showcased her ability to inhabit enigmatic characters, with her eyebrowless visage enhancing her ethereal presence. In interviews, Swinton has discussed how her appearance, including her missing eyebrows, has shaped her career. "I've never felt the need to conform," she said. "What some might see as a flaw, I see as a gift. It has allowed me to explore roles and ideas that might not have been possible otherwise." This attitude has made her a role model for those who feel pressured to fit into traditional beauty standards. Off-screen, Swinton's personal style also embraces her uniqueness. She frequently collaborates with avant-garde fashion houses like Haider Ackermann and Chanel, often appearing on red carpets in daring sculptural outfits that highlight her unconventional beauty. Tilda Swinton's missing eyebrows are a small but significant detail in a career defined by originality and fearlessness. By embracing her natural features, she has not only defied Hollywood's rigid beauty norms, but has also inspired audiences to celebrate what makes them different. Swinton's career reminds us that true beauty lies in authenticity and the courage to be oneself. And it's about to get epic. Type as one if you're staying until the very last second. Wen Phoenix, the scar that became his trademark. Wen Phoenix, the Academy Award-winning actor known for his transformative performances in films like Joker and Gladiator, possesses a facial feature that has intrigued fans and media alike, a distinctive scar above his upper lip. Often mistaken for the result of a cleft lip surgery, the scar is actually a microform cleft, the mildest version of a cleft lip. Unlike more pronounced forms of the condition, a microform cleft occurs naturally and typically does not require surgical correction. Born Joaquin Rafael Bottom in Puerto Rico in 1974, Phoenix grew up as part of a nomadic and unconventional family. The scar has been with him since birth, a result of the lip not fully fusing during early fetal development. Though this trait is subtle compared to the full cleft condition, it remains a noticeable and defining feature of his face. Despite Hollywood's obsession with physical perfection, Phoenix has never viewed the scar as an imperfection. Instead, he sees it as a natural part of his identity. Interestingly, his scar has become a hallmark of his rugged and enigmatic appearance, setting him apart from the polished looks typically associated with leading men. Phoenix's unique facial features have contributed to his success in embodying emotionally complex and deeply flawed characters. In films like The Master and Her, his physicality, including his scar, enhances the depth of his performances, lending a raw authenticity that captivates audiences. Far from being a limitation, the scar has often added to the intrigue of the characters he plays. For example, his portrayal of Arthur Fleck in Joker was imbued with a vulnerability that felt heightened by his unconventional appearance. The scar, alongside his intense eyes and brooding expressions, contributed to the sense of a man both broken and defiant. When asked about his scar, Phoenix tends to downplay its significance, preferring to focus on his craft rather than his appearance. "It's just a part of my face," he once said in an interview, dismissing the fascination surrounding it. This nonchalance is reflective of his larger attitude toward Hollywood's beauty standards. Phoenix has always eschewed superficiality, embracing authenticity both on and off screen. Beyond acting, Phoenix is known for his activism, particularly for animal rights and environmental sustainability. His ability to merge personal passion with his professional life has made him an inspiring figure for fans. Just as he embraces his unique physical features, he encourages others to value individuality over conformity. Joaquin Phoenix's scar is more than just a physical detail. It's emblematic of his unapologetic authenticity. By turning what some might see as a flaw into a defining trait, Phoenix has redefined Hollywood's standards of beauty, proving that individuality is a strength both in life and in art. Rocky Dennis, the boy who inspired the world through his unique face.
I'll take my mask off if you take your mask off, you son of a bitch.
Roy Lee Rocky Dennis, born in 1961, became an enduring symbol of resilience and hope, famously portrayed in the 1985 film Mask. Rocky had craniodiaphyseal dysplasia, an extremely rare disorder that causes excessive calcium buildup in the skull. This condition led to pronounced craniofacial deformities, vision and hearing impairment, and other physical challenges. Despite these difficulties, Rocky defied expectations with his intelligence, humor, and remarkable spirit, leaving a lasting legacy. Craniodiaphyseal dysplasia is so rare that only a handful of cases have been documented worldwide. The condition progressively thickens the skull bones, which can compress the brain and limit life expectancy. Doctors predicted Rocky would not live beyond childhood, yet he survived to the age of 16, inspiring those around him with his strength and optimism. Rocky was raised in California by his devoted mother, Rusty Dennis, who refused to let his condition define his life. Rusty, portrayed by Cher in Mask, was a fiercely protective and loving parent who worked tirelessly to ensure Rocky experienced a fulfilling life. She enrolled him in mainstream schools, where his academic abilities quickly became apparent. Rocky excelled in subjects like poetry, science, and history, and he developed a reputation for his quick wit and positive attitude. Although his appearance drew stares and occasional bullying, Rocky's charisma and warmth won over his peers. He forged deep friendships and proved that his condition did not limit his ability to connect with others. A teacher who worked closely with him once remarked, "Rocky saw beauty where others could not. He taught us to look past appearances and see what truly matters." Rocky's condition brought constant medical challenges, including severe headaches, hearing difficulties, and a compromised immune system. Yet he approached these struggles with courage and humor, refusing to let them define him. His resilience left an indelible impression on his family, friends, and caregivers. In 1978, Rocky passed away at just 16 years old, but his legacy was immortalized in Mask. The film brought his story to a global audience, showcasing not just his challenges, but his triumphs. Eric Stoltz's portrayal of Rocky and Cher's performance as Rusty shone a light on the power of love and acceptance in overcoming adversity. Today, Rocky Dennis remains a symbol of strength for individuals with disabilities and their families. Advocacy groups often cite his story as an example of embracing individuality and living life fully regardless of obstacles. Rocky's life, though brief, serves as a reminder that our worth is not defined by appearances, but by the love we share and the impact we make on others. His story continues to inspire generations to see beyond the surface and appreciate the humanity in everyone. Andy Garcia, the Hollywood icon born with a conjoined twin. Andy Garcia, the Academy Award-nominated actor, celebrated for his performances in The Godfather Part 3, Ocean's 11, and When a Man Loves a Woman, has a little-known story about his early life that sets him apart. Garcia was born with a rare condition. He had a conjoined twin attached to his shoulder. This unusual aspect of his birth has become an intriguing detail in the life of a star who has long been known for his charisma and rugged good looks. Born Andres Arturo Garcia Menendez in Havana, Cuba in 1956, Garcia entered the world with the remnants of his conjoined twin attached to his shoulder. The twin was underdeveloped and consisted of only a small mass of tissue, sometimes referred to in medical terms as a parasitic twin. Shortly after Garcia's birth, doctors surgically removed the tissue, leaving only a small scar as a reminder. While the condition had no long-term physical impact on Garcia, it has remained a fascinating part of his personal history. Growing up in Miami, Florida, after his family emigrated from Cuba, Garcia was aware of the unique circumstances of his birth but rarely spoke about it publicly. The experience of being different, however, may have subtly shaped his grounded personality and deep sense of empathy, qualities that have made him a beloved figure in Hollywood. Garcia has occasionally acknowledged his twin in interviews, referring to the experience with a mix of humor and humility. "It's part of my story, but it doesn't define me," he said in an interview. The actor's ability to speak candidly about his birth anomaly has inspired others to embrace their unique stories, no matter how unusual they may seem. Despite this intriguing aspect of his early life, Garcia's rise to fame has been defined by his immense talent and versatility. He first gained widespread attention in The Godfather Part 3, 1990, where his portrayal of Vincent Mancini earned him an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. Over the years, his smoldering presence and nuanced performances in films like The Untouchables and Ocean's 11 solidified his status as one of Hollywood's leading men. Off-screen, Garcia is a devoted family man, passionate about music, and proud of his Cuban heritage. His life story, from his unique birth to his success as an actor, is a testament to resilience and individuality. Andy Garcia's conjoined twin at birth is a reminder of how our beginnings don't define our potential. Instead, they add depth to our stories, making us more human and relatable. Garcia's journey from a small scar to international stardom is a powerful example of embracing life's quirks and turning them into strengths. Do you think Andy Garcia's experience with a conjoined twin has influenced his acting career? Comment with yes or no, and let's discuss. Steven Tyler, the rock legend with Morton's neuroma. Steven Tyler, the iconic frontman of Aerosmith and a rock legend known for hits like Dream On and Walk This Way, has a physical condition that has caused him significant discomfort over the years, Morton's neuroma. This painful nerve disorder affects his feet, a surprising challenge for a performer known for his high-energy stage antics and flamboyant presence. Morton's neuroma is a condition where the tissue around a nerve leading to the toes thickens, causing sharp, burning pain in the ball of the foot and numbness in the toes. For someone like Tyler, who spends hours on stage leaping, dancing, and interacting with fans, this disorder is more than a minor inconvenience. It's a daily battle. Born Stephen Victor Tallarico in 1948, Tyler rose to fame in the 1970s with Aerosmith, a band that defined the sound of classic rock. His energetic performances became a trademark, with Tyler often sprinting across the stage, climbing equipment, and kicking into the air while belting out his signature high-pitched vocals. However, the physical demands of his decades-long career have taken a toll on his body, exacerbating the pain from Morton's neuroma. In interviews, Tyler has opened up about the challenges of living with the condition. "It's like stepping on a sharp rock every time I walk," he once described. The pain became so severe at one point that he underwent surgery to alleviate the symptoms. Even after medical interventions, the condition can recur, and Tyler has had to carefully manage his lifestyle to continue performing. Despite the discomfort, Tyler has refused to let Morton's neuroma slow him down. Over the years, he's adapted his routines, incorporating footwear designed to reduce strain and taking breaks during rehearsals and performances to rest his feet. His perseverance is a testament to his dedication to his craft and his fans. Beyond his iconic career with Aerosmith, Tyler has embraced other passions, including philanthropy. He founded Janie's Fund, an organization that supports young girls who have suffered abuse, and he frequently speaks out about the importance of resilience in overcoming life's challenges, both physical and emotional. Fans often cite Tyler as an inspiration, not just for his legendary music, but for his determination to keep going despite obstacles. His larger-than-life personality and willingness to address his struggles head-on make him a relatable and enduring figure in the world of rock and roll. Steven Tyler's experience with Morton's neuroma underscores the toll that a high-octane career can take on the body, but it also highlights his incredible resolve. His ability to balance vulnerability with strength has solidified his status as a rock icon who continues to defy the odds. Jane Seymour, the actress with heterochromia that sets her apart. Jane Seymour, the Emmy and Golden Globe-winning actress known for her roles in Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, and the James Bond film Live and Let Die, possesses a unique physical trait that has added to her timeless allure. She has heterochromia iridum. This condition causes her eyes to have different colors, with one being a rich brown and the other a striking green. While subtle, this rare feature has captivated fans and enhanced her mystique throughout her decades-long career. Heterochromia iridum occurs when the pigmentation of the iris differs between the eyes. In Seymour's case, the contrast is partial rather than complete, which means her eyes are not entirely different colors, but have noticeable variations. This rare characteristic has become a subtle hallmark of her beauty, setting her apart in a world that often prizes uniformity. Born Joyce Penelope Wilhelmina Frankenberg in England in 1951, Seymour began her career as a ballet dancer before transitioning into acting following an injury. Her striking looks and refined presence quickly made her a sought-after star in both television and film. While her heterochromia has not been a major focus of her image, it has contributed to her distinctiveness, subtly enhancing her screen presence in roles ranging from historical dramas to romantic comedies. For Seymour, her unique eyes have been more of a quiet asset than a challenge. She has rarely discussed her heterochromia in interviews, preferring to focus on her craft and career rather than her physical attributes. However, fans and journalists have often noted the captivating quality of her gaze, which adds depth to her performances. Her eyes tell a story all their own, one critic wrote, emphasizing how her natural feature complements her acting ability. Seymour's enduring appeal goes far beyond her physical appearance. Her versatility as an actress and her ability to connect with audiences have made her a beloved figure in Hollywood. From playing a Bond girl to portraying a frontier doctor in Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, she has consistently brought warmth, intelligence, and grace to her roles. In addition to her acting career, Seymour is a philanthropist, author, and artist. She has used her platform to support numerous causes, including children's health, education, and heart disease awareness. Her willingness to embrace her individuality, both physically and professionally, has made her a role model for many. Jane Seymour's heterochromia is a small but fascinating detail in the story of a woman who has built a career on talent, resilience, and authenticity. It serves as a reminder that our unique traits, no matter how subtle, contribute to the qualities that make us extraordinary. Megan Fox, the Hollywood star with brachydactyly thumbs. Megan Fox, the actress and model known for her striking beauty and roles in blockbuster hits like Transformers and Jennifer's Body, has a physical trait that has intrigued fans and sparked widespread curiosity. She has brachydactyly thumbs, commonly referred to as clubbed thumbs. This condition causes her thumbs to be shorter and wider than average. While subtle, this unique feature has drawn attention and become a notable aspect of her public image. Brachydactyly, derived from Greek words meaning short digits, is a genetic condition that affects the development of the bones in the fingers or toes. In Fox's case, her thumbs appear broader and flatter, with shorter nail beds compared to typical thumbs. This specific variation, known as brachydactyly type D, is benign and does not affect hand function or dexterity. Born in 1986 in Tennessee, Megan Fox's rise to fame in the early 2000s cemented her status as one of Hollywood's most recognizable faces. However, fame often comes with intense scrutiny, and her thumbs became a talking point during her early career. Close-ups of her hands in magazine shoots and interviews sparked fan speculation and media coverage, with some outlets humorously dubbing her condition as having toe thumbs. Fox has occasionally addressed the attention surrounding her thumbs with humor and grace, proving she's unbothered by the chatter. In one interview, she remarked, "People are so fascinated with the most random things, it's just a thumb." Her light-hearted approach to the subject has only endeared her more to her fans, showing that even Hollywood stars embrace their quirks. Despite the fixation on her physical anomaly, Fox's career has never been defined by her thumbs. Her breakout role in Transformers catapulted her to international stardom, and she quickly became known for her captivating performances and sharp wit. Off-screen, Fox has become a vocal advocate for women's empowerment, often challenging Hollywood's beauty standards and speaking openly about the pressures of fame. Fox's brachydactyly is a reminder that even those regarded as icons of perfection have unique traits that make them human. Rather than detract from her appeal, her thumbs have become a small yet fascinating detail in her story, highlighting her ability to embrace individuality. Beyond acting, Fox has also found success as a mother, writer, and philanthropist, using her platform to promote self-acceptance. Her openness about her quirks and her advocacy for confidence in one's individuality have inspired fans to celebrate their own unique traits. Megan Fox's brachydactyly thumbs are a testament to the idea that imperfections are part of what makes us beautiful. By embracing her differences and continuing to thrive in her career, she proves that confidence and authenticity are the true markers of success. On a scale of 0 to 5, how much do you think Megan Fox's confidence and self-acceptance inspire you? Comment with a number from 0 to 5. Matthew Perry, the iconic actor with a missing finger and an unyielding spirit. Matthew Perry, best known for his iconic role as Chandler Bing on the beloved sitcom Friends, carried a unique physical detail throughout his life. He was missing the tip of his right middle finger. This seemingly small trait stemmed from a childhood accident, but it serves as a poignant reminder of Perry's resilience and ability to overcome challenges, both physical and personal. At the age of 3, Perry's right hand was accidentally caught in a car door, slammed shut by his grandfather. The injury resulted in the loss of the fingertip, and while it could have been a traumatic event, Perry never allowed it to define him. Growing up in Ottawa, Canada, and later in Los Angeles, he faced the challenges of adapting to the injury with the same humor and determination that would later define his career. Interestingly, Perry's missing fingertip subtly made its way into his work on Friends. In one episode, the writers crafted a storyline where Chandler loses the tip of his toe in a Thanksgiving accident, an ironic nod to Perry's own experience. Fans who noticed the connection often admired how Perry embraced even the smallest parts of his identity with humor, turning a childhood injury into a moment of levity. Perry's physical trait, however, was just one part of his complex story. Behind the laughter and success of Friends, which aired from 1994 to 2004 and remains a cultural phenomenon, Perry faced significant struggles with addiction. Over the years, he openly battled alcohol and painkiller dependency, which led to more than 14 surgeries and extended hospital stays. Perry was candid about these challenges, sharing his journey in his 2022 memoir, Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing. In the book, he detailed how his battles with addiction tested his resilience, but ultimately deepened his empathy and commitment to helping others. Tragically, Perry passed away on October 28, 2023, at the age of 54, leaving a legacy far beyond his acting career. Fans mourned not just the loss of Chandler Bing, but also the loss of a man who had been a beacon of honesty and vulnerability. Perry's openness about his struggles and his advocacy for recovery inspired countless individuals battling addiction, turning his life into a powerful testament to perseverance. Matthew Perry's missing fingertip is a small but symbolic detail in the story of a man who overcame immense challenges. His humor, talent, and courage made him a cherished figure in entertainment and an inspiration to those facing their own battles. As Chandler Bing would say, could he be any more unforgettable? David Bowie, the icon with anisocoria who made his imperfect eyes legendary. David Bowie, one of the most iconic and influential artists in music and pop culture history, had a distinct physical feature that added to his otherworldly mystique, anisocoria. This condition, which caused his pupils to be of unequal sizes, gave the illusion that his eyes were two different colors. Though often mistaken for heterochromia, anisocoria doesn't change the color of the eyes, but results in one pupil appearing permanently dilated. Bowie's anisocoria originated from a teenage fight with his friend George Underwood. The two were arguing over a girl when Underwood threw a punch, striking Bowie in the left eye. The blow caused significant damage to the sphincter muscle of Bowie's iris, which controls pupil contraction. Although Bowie underwent 2 surgeries to save his vision, the muscle damage was permanent, leaving his left pupil permanently dilated. This resulted in an increased perception of light in that eye and the striking appearance of mismatched eyes. Far from viewing this as a flaw, Bowie embraced his anisocoria, recognizing how it enhanced his enigmatic image. He often joked that he owed Underwood a debt of gratitude for giving him this gift. Their friendship endured despite the accident, and Underwood even contributed to Bowie's early career, designing album covers and collaborating on creative projects. Bowie's unusual eyes became a defining feature of his aesthetic, particularly during his rise to fame in the 1970s. They fit seamlessly into the personas he crafted, such as Ziggy Stardust and the Thin White Duke, which explored themes of alienation, individuality, and transformation. The asymmetry of his eyes added to the impression that Bowie was an artist not bound by earthly conventions, making his face as unique as his music. Many fans believed that Bowie's eyes were different colors, a misconception that only added to his allure. The left eye's dilated pupil made it appear darker, while the right eye retained its natural blue hue. This illusion contributed to the mythology surrounding Bowie, enhancing his status as a cultural chameleon who defied expectations. Bowie passed away on January 10, 2016, after a private battle with liver cancer. His anisocoria remains a symbol of his ability to turn what others might see as an imperfection into an asset. For Bowie, individuality was not just something to be accepted, but something to be celebrated. David Bowie's anisocoria was more than a physical trait. It became a part of his legendary identity. His life and art remind us that embracing what makes us different can lead to the most extraordinary expressions of creativity and authenticity. Top 20 celebrities wasted on live TV.
Like my body.
How did all of this trouble begin?
Living in America.
Lights, camera, chaos. From slurred speeches to cringeworthy meltdowns, these celebrity moments caught on live TV left the world stunned. What happens when fame, pressure, and a little too much partying collide? These aren't just slip-ups, they're jaw-dropping spectacles that became instant viral sensations. But which star's drunken disaster tops them all? Stick around as we count down the top 20 celebrities wasted on live TV. You won't believe who's on this list or how far they went. Steve-O. Steve-O, the famed daredevil of jackass notoriety, made headlines during an infamously chaotic appearance on Too Late with Adam Carolla in 2005. Known for his outrageous stunts and hard-partying lifestyle, Steve-O brought an entirely new level of unpredictability to the late-night talk show format. However, this was no calculated act. It was a live display of a man clearly battling substance abuse. The interview quickly spiraled into chaos. Steve-O struggled to keep his pants on, much to the dismay and amusement of the studio audience, and his erratic behavior only escalated from there. At one point, he tackled host Adam Carolla, sending props and set pieces flying.
If I did not love Adam Carolla, my business would be in here. Right.
The combination of slurred speech, hyperactive movements, and destructive antics painted a vivid picture of someone in the throes of addiction. The incident was emblematic of Steve-O's public struggles during this period. While the outburst was entertaining in a shocking sense, it also served as a glaring cry for help. Shortly after the episode aired, Steve-O checked into rehab, embarking on a long journey to sobriety. Reflecting on this turbulent chapter of his life, Steve-O has since described it as a turning point. Today, he is reportedly clean and sober, an advocate for recovery, and an example of how personal transformation is possible, even for those who hit rock bottom in the public eye. James Brown. James Brown, the legendary godfather of soul, left viewers and host Sonia Friedman stunned during his 1988 appearance on CNN's Sonia Live. Invited to discuss serious allegations of domestic violence involving his wife, Brown instead turned the segment into a surreal and infamous spectacle. From the outset, it was clear something was amiss. Brown, exuding an inappropriate level of joy given the gravity of the topic, repeatedly derailed the conversation with nonsensical answers and spontaneous renditions of his hit song Living in America. Each time Friedman attempted to steer the conversation back to the allegations, Brown deflected with laughter, unintelligible noises, or once again breaking into song.
How did all of this trouble begin?
Living in America.
He exclaimed at one point, seemingly disconnected from the reality of the interview's intended focus. Brown's erratic behavior, coupled with his slurred speech and exaggerated expressions, suggested intoxication, a suspicion widely speculated upon in the aftermath. The jarring juxtaposition of his exuberant demeanor and the somber subject matter created an interview that was equal parts unsettling and bizarrely entertaining. The moment became an enduring piece of pop culture, later parodied by Jordan Peele on Key and Peele to hilarious effect. However, it also underscored Brown's personal struggles at the time, hinting at deeper issues beneath the public persona. Though the clip remains a source of fascination, it also serves as a reminder of how fame and substance use can collide, turning serious moments into chaotic ones for the world to witness. Bill Murray. Known for his sharp wit and typically composed demeanor, Bill Murray shocked audiences during a notorious 2015 appearance on MSNBC's The Last Word with Lawrence O'Donnell. Fresh off a vodka-fueled segment on Late Show with David Letterman, Murray took his unpredictable antics to the live news program, creating an on-air moment many would rather forget. The interview began on shaky ground, with Murray slurring his speech and offering disjointed responses. Things took a more awkward turn when he clumsily toppled off his stool mid-conversation, leaving host Lawrence O'Donnell visibly irritated. Murray's behavior, stumbling, laughing, and failing to engage with the serious tone of the program, demonstrated a lack of respect for the show's format. O'Donnell, clearly unimpressed, addressed the situation with a thinly veiled scorn, attempting to salvage the segment. "Maybe we should try this again another time," he quipped, hinting at the interview's derailment. For a star whose career has been built on a mix of dry humor and offbeat charm, the moment was a rare misstep. Fans and critics alike were quick to attribute the behavior to overindulgence, given Murray's earlier vodka-laden antics with David Letterman. Despite the awkwardness, the incident remains a footnote in an otherwise celebrated career. It serves as a reminder that even beloved icons can have off days, particularly in the glare of live television, where the line between humor and discomfort is perilously thin. Mark Walberg. Mark Walberg, typically known for his disciplined persona and action hero gravitas, let loose in an uncomfortable and infamous appearance on The Graham Norton Show in 2013. Joining fellow guest Sarah Silverman on the British talk show, Walberg's behavior quickly raised eyebrows as he rambled incoherently, interrupted conversations, and invaded personal space in a manner that felt far from his usual composed demeanor. From the outset, Walberg appeared to be under the influence, a suspicion fueled by his repeated turns at the show's well-stocked bar. Throughout the interview, he leaned excessively on Norton and Silverman, occasionally wrapping his arms around them or inching into their personal space to the point of discomfort. "This is going to feel like a very long night," Norton joked, trying to keep the mood light, as Walberg's inappropriate comments and erratic actions created a palpable tension. The segment, though brief in reality, felt endlessly drawn out to viewers and guests alike. Silverman, ever the professional, played along with strained humor, while Walberg's antics continued to dominate the screen. His lack of self-control during the episode was later attributed to the alcohol generously provided on set, leaving many to speculate about the inevitable hangover he likely faced the following day. Though Walberg has since maintained a squeaky clean image, this misstep remains a rare blemish in his career. It serves as a testament to how even a single night of overindulgence, especially on live television, can momentarily overshadow years of hard-earned professionalism. Ready for an unforgettable adventure? Drop number 1 in the comments if you're in it for the long haul. Trust me, you won't want to miss the surprises ahead in this video. Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito, beloved for his offbeat humor and larger-than-life personality, delivered one of daytime TV's most infamous moments during a 2006 appearance on The View. The actor arrived visibly intoxicated after what he gleefully admitted was an all-night bender fueled by limoncello. The results were a mix of comedy and chaos, leaving viewers and co-hosts alike in a state of second-hand embarrassment. From the start, DeVito was unabashed about his state, laughingly declaring, "I think it was the last 7 limoncellos that got me." What followed was a rambling mix of political commentary, an impromptu cuddling attempt with Rosie O'Donnell, and an unsolicited retelling of the entire plot of his holiday film, Deck the Halls. While DeVito's cartoonish behavior initially drew laughs, the segment quickly veered into discomfort, as his exaggerated movements and slurred speech showcased a complete lack of professionalism.
I knew it was the last 7 limoncellos that was going to get me.
Yes, exactly.
The co-host tried to keep the conversation on track, but DeVito's unfiltered antics left little room for control. "He's still drunk," Joy Behar exclaimed, encapsulating the audience's awkward amusement. Though the segment elicited a few laughs, it also highlighted the thin line between DeVito's charming eccentricity and outright disarray. The incident, while memorable, is a rare misstep in DeVito's otherwise respected career. It remains a vivid example of how embracing intoxication on live television can turn even a seasoned entertainer into the punchline of an uncomfortable joke. Paula Abdul. Paula Abdul, the celebrated pop icon and longtime American Idol judge, left viewers scratching their heads during a 2007 appearance on Seattle's Q13 Fox Morning News. Promoting an upcoming season of American Idol, Abdul's behavior during the live segment sparked widespread speculation about her sobriety. The interview began awkwardly, with Abdul slurring her words and providing rambling, nonsensical answers to the host's straightforward questions. At one point, she swayed visibly on camera, struggling to maintain her focus and composure. Her demeanor, markedly inconsistent with her usual bubbly but professional persona, made for an uncomfortable watch. The segment quickly gained viral traction online, with many questioning her fitness to serve as a mentor on American Idol.
Well, is that what it is? I was wondering, what is that?
In the wake of public backlash, Abdul's team attributed her behavior to a combination of fatigue and technical difficulties, a statement that did little to quell the rumors. It was a long day of interviews, and the studio's audio issues threw everything off, her publicist explained. However, the incident fueled ongoing discussions about Abdul's personal struggles, which had previously surfaced during her tenure on the hit singing competition. While the awkward interview remains a memorable misstep in her career, Abdul has since continued to thrive in the entertainment industry. It serves as a reminder of the relentless scrutiny faced by celebrities and the challenges of maintaining composure under the unyielding spotlight of live television. Courtney Love. Courtney Love cemented her reputation for unpredictability during a notorious appearance at the 1995 MTV Video Music Awards. As Madonna engaged in a composed and focused interview with Kurt Loder, Love disrupted the proceedings in a manner as chaotic as it was memorable, seemingly under the influence of intoxicants. The incident began when Love, uninvited, tossed a compact from the sidelines to draw attention. She then joined the interview unprompted, inserting herself into the conversation with erratic commentary. What followed was a surreal mix of tangential ramblings about topics ranging from fashion to astrophysics, all delivered with a slurry, attention-seeking energy. At one point, Love conducted part of the impromptu session while seated on the floor, a gesture that underscored her irreverent attitude toward the occasion. Madonna, visibly unimpressed, eventually exited the scene, leaving Loder to wrangle Love's disjointed monologue. Love's behavior, marked by a disregard for the original interview and a clear lack of professionalism, left both Loder and the audience scrambling to make sense of the spectacle. The moment became one of the most talked-about incidents of the evening, further solidifying Love's reputation for being provocative and unpredictable. While the chaos provided an undeniably compelling live TV moment, it also highlighted the thin line between shock value and outright disrespect. Love's antics at the VMAs are remembered not just as a disruption, but as a cautionary tale about the risks of impulsivity and indulgence on a public stage. Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck, celebrated for his acting and directing prowess, faced widespread backlash after a troubling appearance on Quebecois television in 2004. The actor, who had recently completed a stint in rehab, exhibited behavior that many attributed to intoxication, creating a highly uncomfortable and controversial interview moment. The segment spiraled into infamy as Affleck made inappropriate comments about the host's body, repeatedly referencing her physical appearance in a manner that left both her and the audience visibly uneasy. At one point, he crossed a clear line, groping the host in what was framed as a misguided attempt at humor. As if that weren't enough, Affleck further compounded the discomfort with insensitive jokes about people with disabilities, demonstrating a shocking lack of judgment. What was meant to be a light-hearted promotional interview instead became a glaring display of unprofessionalism and disrespect. Critics and fans alike were quick to condemn Affleck's actions, pointing out the stark contrast between this behavior and his otherwise polished public image. While Affleck's representatives did not provide a formal explanation, his apparent intoxication became a focal point of discussions surrounding the incident, particularly in light of his previous battles with addiction. The clip, widely circulated online, remains one of the most controversial moments in his career. Despite this significant misstep, Affleck has since sought to rebuild his reputation, emphasizing personal growth and accountability. The interview serves as a reminder of the lasting impact that moments of poor judgment, especially on live television, can have on a celebrity's public image. Do you think Ben Affleck's past struggles with addiction are a valid excuse for his behavior during the interview, or should he be held fully accountable? Comment with yes if you think it's a valid excuse, or no if you think he should be held accountable. Tracy Morgan. Known for his offbeat humor and larger-than-life persona, Tracy Morgan blurred the line between comedy and chaos during a 2011 appearance on El Paso's KVIA morning show. Promoting a stand-up performance, Morgan's behavior quickly veered from quirky to outright bizarre, leaving the hosts and audience baffled by his antics. Morgan arrived visibly disheveled, openly admitting he had been at a strip club the previous night. What followed was a surreal interview marked by erratic comments and unpredictable behavior. He gave incoherent answers to straightforward questions, at one point describing an improvised mating call and performing it on air. The segment reached peak absurdity when Morgan removed his shirt mid-interview, further derailing the already chaotic scene. While his antics were reminiscent of the outrageous character he portrayed on 30 Rock, the live context made them more unsettling than amusing. The hosts struggled to maintain a sense of normalcy, though their discomfort was palpable. Morgan's disorganized demeanor and lack of self-control hinted at a combination of exhaustion and intoxication, casting a shadow over his comedic intent. The interview quickly gained notoriety online, adding to Morgan's reputation for unpredictability, but also sparking concern about his behavior. Though often celebrated for pushing boundaries, this appearance underscored the fine line between comedy and professionalism. Morgan has since continued his successful career, but the KVIA morning show segment remains a memorable example of how a comedic persona, when unchecked, can spill into unsettling territory in the glare of live television. Anna Nicole Smith. Anna Nicole Smith, known for her glamorous yet tumultuous life in the public eye, delivered one of the most unforgettable moments of the 2004 American Music Awards. Appearing on stage to introduce Kanye West, Smith slurred her speech and offered a series of nonsensical statements that instantly captured the audience's attention, for all the wrong reasons. Dressed in a revealing gown and exuding her signature blend of confidence and unpredictability, Smith began by addressing the crowd in a manner that was both disjointed and perplexing. "Do you like my body?" she asked, swaying and smiling as the audience reacted with a mix of confusion and laughter. Her inability to maintain composure or stay on script made the brief appearance feel far longer than it was, as the star struggled to fulfill her presenter duties. Though Smith denied being intoxicated, attributing the incident to nerves and excitement, her slurred speech and erratic behavior fueled speculation about substance use, rumors that were consistent with her public image as a hard-partying celebrity. The moment quickly went viral, solidifying itself as a pop culture touchstone and a defining moment of Smith's often chaotic career. Despite the controversy, Smith's appearance remains a poignant reminder of the pressures and pitfalls of fame. For many, it exemplified the tragic fragility behind her glamorous persona, a glimpse into the struggles that ultimately overshadowed her undeniable charm and allure. David Hasselhoff. David Hasselhoff, internationally renowned for his role in Baywatch and his status as a cultural icon, has faced significant scrutiny for his struggles with alcohol, which have occasionally spilled into public view. While the infamous 2007 video of Hasselhoff drunkenly eating a cheeseburger on the floor was not a live TV moment, it became a stark representation of his personal battles. However, his intoxicated behavior during interviews and public appearances has also drawn widespread attention. One such example occurred during a press junket in the early 2000s, where Hasselhoff slurred his words and rambled through responses, leaving both reporters and fans visibly uncomfortable. Similarly, his erratic behavior during certain live performances, including forgetting lyrics and stumbling on stage, suggested he was under the influence. These moments, though often brushed off with humor or excuses, contributed to a narrative of a star struggling to reconcile fame with personal demons. Hasselhoff later acknowledged his issues with alcohol, openly discussing his journey toward recovery. The viral burger video, while not aired on live television, became emblematic of the public scrutiny celebrities face when their private struggles become spectacles. Today, Hasselhoff remains a working actor and singer, having taken significant steps to address his addiction and rebuild his image. His candidness about his struggles serves as a reminder of the human challenges behind the larger-than-life personas we see on screen, and the resilience required to overcome them in the public eye. Mariah Carey, celebrated for her powerhouse vocals and commanding stage presence, faced one of the most talked-about live television moments during her performance at the 2017 New Year's Eve broadcast in Times Square. What was meant to be a dazzling kickoff to the new year instead became a viral spectacle, as Carey struggled to lip-sync her set, offering baffling commentary and erratic behavior that raised eyebrows across the world. The performance began to unravel almost immediately, with Carey appearing disconnected and out of sync with the pre-recorded backing track. After aborting her attempt to sing Emotions, she spoke directly to the audience, blaming technical difficulties and lamenting, "We can't hear, but I'll just get through the moment." As the mishaps continued, Carey opted to walk the stage aimlessly, gesturing to the crowd while offering resigned quips like, "It just doesn't get any better." While not an explicit case of intoxication, Carey's erratic demeanor and failure to salvage the performance led to widespread speculation about what had gone wrong. Critics questioned her preparedness and professionalism, while fans blamed production issues, citing Carey's insistence that she had been set up to fail. The incident, though embarrassing, did little to tarnish Carey's enduring legacy. In the aftermath, she candidly addressed the fiasco, framing it as an unfortunate technical misstep. Ultimately, the moment underscored the intense pressure of live performances, even for icons like Carey, where a single misstep can become a defining media narrative. Tara Reid, once a rising star thanks to her role in American Pie, has seen her career often overshadowed by her reputation as a Hollywood party girl. This image was cemented during a series of uncomfortable public appearances, with one of the most infamous being her 2016 interview on Shark After Dark. Promoting her role in Sharknado 4, Reid appeared visibly out of sorts during the segment. Her speech was slurred, and her answers to host Eli Roth's questions were rambling and incoherent, often veering off topic. At one point, she launched into a baffling discussion about sharks that left the audience and Roth visibly perplexed. Despite his attempts to redirect the conversation, the interview became increasingly disjointed, creating an awkward atmosphere. Reid's behavior during the interview was widely attributed to intoxication, a recurring theme in her career that has plagued her public image. The incident quickly made headlines, drawing criticism for her lack of professionalism and raising questions about her readiness to participate in promotional activities. Despite such moments, Reid has continued to work sporadically in the entertainment industry, often embracing roles in campy, self-aware productions like the Sharknado series. The Shark After Dark interview, however, remains a stark reminder of the challenges Reid has faced in balancing her public persona with the demands of a tumultuous Hollywood career. It highlights the lasting impact that such missteps can have, even years after the peak of her stardom. Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, renowned for his charismatic performances and enigmatic persona, found himself the center of controversy during the 2014 Hollywood Film Awards. Tasked with presenting an award for Supermensch, The Legend of Shep Gordon, Depp's behavior on stage raised eyebrows and fueled rumors about his sobriety. From the moment he took the microphone, Depp appeared unsteady, swaying as he addressed the audience. His speech was slurred and riddled with tangents, making it difficult for viewers to follow his train of thought. At one point, he remarked on the microphone stand itself, quipping, "That's the weirdest microphone I've ever seen," in a moment that drew laughter, but highlighted his disjointed state. The awkward presentation concluded with a sense of confusion rather than celebration, leaving the audience unsure whether to laugh, cringe, or express concern. The clip of Depp's on-stage stumble quickly went viral, sparking speculation about whether he had been drinking prior to the event. Depp, who has long been open about his struggles with substance abuse, did not directly address the incident, but it added fuel to ongoing conversations about his personal life, which was increasingly under public scrutiny at the time. Despite the controversy, Depp has continued to be a polarizing yet enduring figure in Hollywood. The 2014 Hollywood Film Awards moment remains a snapshot of a turbulent period in his life, serving as a reminder of the challenges faced by even the most iconic stars in maintaining their composure under the relentless gaze of fame. On a scale of 0 to 5, how embarrassing was Johnny Depp's onstage appearance at the 2014 Hollywood Film Awards? Comment with a number to share your thoughts. Ozzy Osborne. Ozzy Osborne, the legendary frontman of Black Sabbath and a poster child for the rock and roll lifestyle, has long been associated with excess. His hard-partying reputation often seeped into public appearances, with one particularly infamous instance being his early 2000s appearance on Live with Regis and Kelly. Osborne's behavior during the interview was a stark reminder of the toll years of substance abuse and wild living can take. Stumbling onto the set with his trademark shamble, Osborne slurred his words throughout the conversation, making it difficult for hosts Regis Philbin and Kelly Ripa to follow his responses. While his incoherence provided some unintentional comedy, the overall vibe of the interview leaned more toward awkwardness than entertainment. At one point, Osborne veered off topic, offering fragmented anecdotes that left both the hosts and the audience bemused. Though Philbin and Ripa made valiant efforts to steer the interview back on course, it became clear that Osborne was not in a state to engage meaningfully. His antics on the live broadcast cemented his reputation as the unpredictable Prince of Darkness, but also raised concerns about his well-being. Despite moments like this, Osborne's legacy remains largely untarnished, as fans continue to celebrate his contributions to music and pop culture. His candidness about his struggles with addiction has earned him admiration, even as incidents like this interview serve as a reminder of the enduring challenges of sobriety and public life. Rob Ford. The late Rob Ford, once the mayor of Toronto, became an international sensation not for his policies, but for his controversial and often bizarre behavior. His tenure, which ran from 2010 to 2014, was marked by numerous incidents that played out on live television, including moments of slurred speech during press conferences and council meetings that raised eyebrows worldwide. Ford's most infamous on-camera moments showcased a man visibly impaired, fumbling through statements with erratic behavior that was both shocking and at times unintentionally comedic. During one city council meeting, Ford slurred his words so heavily that it became impossible to discern his points, drawing laughter and visible discomfort from colleagues. In another widely circulated press conference, Ford awkwardly addressed allegations of drug use with a level of defensiveness that only fueled the speculation. The breaking point came in 2013 when Ford admitted to having smoked crack cocaine in a drunken stupor, following months of denials despite mounting evidence, including leaked footage. While he insisted he was fit to govern, his behavior increasingly became a global spectacle. "I've made mistakes, but I love my job," Ford proclaimed during a chaotic press appearance, an assertion that did little to restore confidence. Despite his personal challenges, Ford remained a polarizing figure. His supporters admired his populist approach, while critics lamented the tarnishing of Toronto's reputation. His live TV missteps remain a cautionary tale about the perils of addiction intersecting with public service in an era where every moment can go viral. Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay Lohan, a once promising actress who rose to fame with hits like Mean Girls, found her career overshadowed by personal turmoil and public missteps. Among her many uncomfortable appearances, her 2013 interview on Late Show with David Letterman stands out as a particularly cringe-inducing moment that left audiences uneasy. During the segment, Lohan seemed caught off guard by Letterman's decision to pivot the discussion toward her legal troubles and upcoming stint in rehab. While Letterman's questioning was characteristically blunt, Lohan's responses were erratic, shifting between nervous laughter and visible discomfort. "I'm not doing this," she protested at one point, only to awkwardly try to laugh off the situation moments later. Adding to the tension, Lohan attempted to deflect attention with humor, but her strained delivery only amplified the awkwardness. The audience's mixed reaction, split between laughter and an audible sense of unease, reflected the uncomfortable dynamics at play. While Letterman's persistence in addressing her personal issues was criticized by some, Others viewed the interaction as a reflection of Lohan's inability to escape the public fascination with her private life. Despite the awkwardness, the interview highlighted Lohan's resilience as she acknowledged her struggles and plans for recovery. It remains a vivid example of how her tumultuous career, marked by both talent and turmoil, has unfolded under the harsh glare of public scrutiny, offering a sobering glimpse into the challenges faced by young stars in the spotlight. Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson, once a celebrated actor and director, has become as well known for his public scandals as for his cinematic achievements. Among these missteps, several public appearances and interviews have showcased erratic behavior and offensive remarks, many attributed to intoxication. One of the most infamous incidents occurred during a 2006 DUI arrest, where Gibson, reportedly intoxicated, launched into an anti-Semitic tirade that shocked both law enforcement and the public once it was revealed. While not a televised event, the fallout from this moment reverberated throughout his career, casting a shadow over his professional reputation. On live television, Gibson's behavior has similarly raised eyebrows. During promotional interviews for his projects, he has at times appeared agitated, incoherent, or overly defensive, leaving audiences and interviewers visibly uncomfortable. A particularly memorable incident involved his aggressive and condescending exchange with a journalist who broached his past controversies, sparking further criticism of his inability to separate his public appearances from personal grievances. These moments, combined with the viral nature of his outbursts, have significantly impacted Gibson's standing in Hollywood, forcing him to work outside the mainstream for several years. Despite attempts at a comeback and some public apologies, these incidents remain a stark reminder of how substance use and poor judgment can tarnish even the most stellar careers. While Gibson continues to create and act in films, his drunken tirades and erratic on-air behavior are lasting blemishes on his legacy, illustrating the personal and professional costs of unchecked behavior in the public eye. Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton, heiress and socialite turned reality TV star, has often found herself in the public eye for reasons beyond her business ventures. One particularly memorable moment occurred at the 2009 Fifi Awards, an event honoring achievements in the fragrance industry. As Hilton stepped up to accept an award for her perfume line, her behavior raised eyebrows and fueled rumors of intoxication. Taking the stage in a dazzling gown, Hilton began her speech with slurred words and a tone that oscillated between awkward enthusiasm and puzzling pauses. Her sentences were disjointed, and she repeatedly lost track of her thoughts, making the short acceptance speech feel much longer than it was. "I just want to thank everyone," she stammered, trailing off before attempting to recover with a giggle. The audience's polite applause barely masked the palpable discomfort in the room. Though Hilton's publicist attributed the awkward moment to nerves, many speculated that alcohol played a role, consistent with her reputation at the time for frequent partying. The clip quickly circulated online, sparking commentary about the pressures and pitfalls of live appearances. While the Fifi Awards speech stands out as a cringeworthy moment in Hilton's career, it also reflects the scrutiny she has faced as a public figure. Despite such missteps, Hilton has since redefined herself as a savvy businesswoman and media personality, demonstrating the power of reinvention even in the wake of widely publicized blunders. These stars prove that what makes us different is what makes us unforgettable. Their so-called imperfections didn't hold them back. They made them icons. So, what's your story? What unique trait makes you stand out? Let us know in the comments below. And if you loved diving into these fascinating stories, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Iconic Inside, and turn on notifications so you never miss an insider look at the world's most intriguing stars. Before you go, check out our last video, Top 20 Celebs Who Left Fame Behind. It's packed with shocking stories you won't believe. Click on the end screen to watch, and we'll see you next time.